Hello everyone, this is Chris for Kuzumi Chan Productions. Today is part 6 of my tutorial series on how to do script writing for animation with MOHO 12. Yesterday I showed you how to work out your storyboard, and basically we ended up something like this, which is pretty good. But let's continue our things. So let's go over our script. So I already took care of the girl sitting at the table, and then she's thirsty for milk, and she reaches for the she doesn't reach. She looks at the glass and realizes that it's empty. Okay, we got that part. Down, so we might add in a scene 7. Create a new scene real fast and call this scene 07. And like I said in the past video, it's very important to label other scenes just to get organized, unlike myself. But this is how I approach how to do animation. Let's see. We need a punchline for this realizing of the milk not being there. So we can have a fist slamming down on the table. So let's bring in the assets for this last scene. So we'll import everything. And then save the document. Now let's create a hand. Call this hand. Let's bring in the asset for Cookie Girl. So we're gonna go up here to File, Import. Let's look at this. So I want to import this scene. So we can even get rid of the things that we don't want to see in this project. Now let me import it again. I think it was scene 4. I just need the arm. So I'm gonna drag it out from the scene, delete this. And the reason why is because I can reuse this arm for the hands. Let me delete this real fast. Oh, and delete the animation compare clear from document. So let's scale this thing up so that way it matches the proportion to this glass. Let me adjust the vectors. So let's delete this. And now let's come over here and do a shape just like this. It's actually going to be a fist that slams down on the counter. Just like going, what? I got no milk. I'm gonna match up these lines to this arm. I'm gonna zoom in on the project. So let's morph this hand to a fist. So this top part will be the thumb and the index finger. This bottom will be the bottom of the fist. That's to so I should make a the one. That's perfect. And let's render the top. The thickness of the outline is a little bit too thick, so I'm gonna lower the thickness of the line. So let's just zoom in on the wrist. There we go. Let's make like 24 frames. And now we can do the same thing with the shadow. And I'll set it by 12 pixels. Just so that it doesn't look flat on the thing. Okay. Let's start the animation. So what I'm going to do is just layer manipulate this. Rotate the arm just like that. Go on frame 6 and this thing down just like this. Give it a couple frames. So it bounces because she's real mad that she doesn't have milk. You can also add some let's see, squash and stretch kind of. So I'm gonna freeze the points. And just before she hits the ground, I'm going to mess around with the points. So that way it looks like she's banging against the, it's called a smear frame, I call it. Now let's go to, let's see. I want this thing to really, so it's only for a few frames that it gets the emotion that she's really banging against the table. We can add movement to this glass. So I will add in a keyframe just before she hits the ground. But you guys see a issue. Copy this. We don't need this puddle of milk to be moving, so I'm gonna make sure it's a separate entity. Of course, we can put it back. Now we can have this. That's pretty good. So as she comes down, it looks like we have some movement in the glass. Same thing with this milk carton. You can also do movement to this one. So what I'm going to do is just do the same thing. Then on frame 7, I'm going to make a keyframe. Raise this thing up a little bit. Copy this keyframe, put it back. So there's a delay reaction to what she's doing. But of course you can do whatever you want with this scene. Okay. After that's done, we can then export this animation. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good. Even the smear frame cannot be fully seen. So that's pretty good. Okay, now it's time to look for some music. No, it's actually time to start putting the scenes together from 1 to 7. So what I use is just a free software, such as the Windows Movie Maker, right down here. This is where I compile my videos. Not for the tutorials. I just don't like editing them, and it's too hard to do my tutorials because it's not like I can always have these shorts. So what I'm going to do is just click all these. I intend to render out this scene 6. Now if this was like a typical cartoons nowadays, it's about about 11 minutes of animation. So let's actually import this last put them in order. But as I'm seeing this 10-second animation, I'm seeing the problem of coming without milk, or maybe she perhaps swallows the cookie. Maybe I can add in a scene, like a 5 version 2 or something. So let's do that real fast. Save these documents. Always save. Let's come to our scene 5. Now what we can do is just add into it So let's make her, well, the girl, let's make her swallow the cookie and and decide that she's real thirsty. So let's collapse this for right now. You don't have to save anything. Just come back here. Go on. Frame 32. Now I'm frame 46. I'm going to be just raising the head. Adding some squash and stretch. Just ever too slightly because there we go. And then we can shrink it back down to about 0.8. That's a little bit too small. Just keep on playing with this until you can until you can just see this part. Sorry, I'm not making sense. Let's try to make her eyes normal. Frame 24. Just highlight the bones. We shift the scale. Let's try to make her eyes close again. So what I'm going to do is just pause the keys right there using Control F and closing them. And then snapping them back open. She goes, what? Let me make sure that you are doing this correctly. So we're gonna be putting the scale. Sometimes it won't allow you to do this because I think what it's doing is that this bone is actually controlling the rotation of it, and that's why we cannot adjust the scale. Let's do that too. I don't like how it does it. So I'm gonna copy the rotation for this bone. Let's look at the bone. Darn it. There we go. I finally see the keys. So just look at the rotation. Also have to make sure that this bone doesn't rotate on this. So that way I don't like how it does that. So what I'm going to do to fix this, we have a slight issue with the we have a slight issue with the eyes blinking now. I don't like that. So what I'm going to do is just see if I can fix this. Copy these keyframes. Okay. Okay, that looks a little bit better. So she acts like she's surprised now, instead of just enjoying, and it goes all crazy. Like, I don't like how this girl is going crazy. Oh. I need to see how that looks now. That looks better. Let's see. Okay. So we can save this and put this as a document now. Just go with the same scene 5. And let's see how that looks when it's rendered out. I really like how this character turned out. Okay. She chews and she's surprised. Okay. Okay, let's open up this program again. Now what we're gonna do is just select all of them. Just select all. Now we should have a completed cartoon. See. Let's actually name our cartoon. Now we can make a short intro and outro for a character. So we'll go back to MOHO 12. Save that document. Close this window. Make a new one. Call this introduction. So what I like to do with my mostly all my animations, I like to make a title card just to see how I like to make an intro card so that way you people know, hey, this cartoon is real, you know. Let's see how we're doing on time. Okay, I got a few more minutes. We're looking good. Let's create the second vector. We don't have to call it anything. Let's say God. No. God, milk roll. There we go. There's a funny tagline. And let's also do add in some quotations. Just like this. I don't know why my computer does that. Let's add in a other vector layer. Call this line. Let's call this BG. Let's call this text. So that way we can label each one without no problem. Let's draw out the square. Just like this. Let's copy this. I want this to move with the line, so I'm gonna put it together. Delete this vector. Got macro. That's funny. Let's see. You can also add in a heart shape. So let's make this heart. Draw the circle. Add in a shape. We got to make a bigger shape of a heart. So we can even do something like this. Go on frame 1. Start off at 24 frames. Now we can adjust these layers. Make a keyframe for this one. Slide this forward and select this keyframe on frame 1. We can put it as a bounce, so the default is always default. Let's see. There we go. I had to pull it out a little bit. Let's make it 36 frames. Just something short and sweet, so we can see. And with this one, we can just select it back into view, just like this. It really doesn't matter. It's just an intro card, so I'm gonna save this document, render this out. Now we can go back to our cartoon. Oops. and in our introduction, and then do something that looks like this. Okay. I like that. That's pretty awesome. So the last step that we're going to do is go on YouTube. You can ignore everything. Thank you so much for the subs, guys. It's real awesome. I hate this new Creator Studio, so I'm gonna skip this. Now let's look for an audio track. I like this one. So I'm gonna first off click off of this, click downloads, click this. Just select this file, try to drag it. There we go. Excuse the bad language. I was doing something for a very good friend. Come on, you can do it. Let's see, it's in downloads. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it the hard way then. Click over here and then there we go. So it's in downloads. Okay. We can leave it as is. So this concludes my tutorial lesson on how to do animation for MOHO 12. The last thing I'm going to do is just import this file. Call this God Milk. I cannot spell girl. Oh. but I don't think you like the question mark. There you go. It'll only take a couple of seconds. Yes, we want to play it. Okay, so you guys can see this video after I upload this video, of course, or at the same time. So thank you guys so much for watching this, and make sure to hit the like button for me, that'd be awesome, and to share my content with any animated cartoonists, etc. Yeah, okay, so anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching this, and see you next time. Oh, and a big shout out to the 6 subscribers within the last day or so subscribing to my channel. That's awesome of you. And probably my next video is going to be about Halloween and stuff like that, because it's my favorite holiday. Okay guys, see you next time. Bye.